Today, I'm gonna give you a sales script that has made me hundreds of thousands of dollars. I call it my long game conversation. Not only am I going to break down the really important elements of this script that you can have, I've actually put it into a document that you can go download for absolutely free. Take the things that I say, put them into your business, and make money today. The cool thing about this script is you can use it in Instagram messaging, you can use it through email, you can use it on Facebook, any social platform where you can conversate with your potential leads. This script is going to make you money. If you saw last week's video, it's right here. I talked about this long game approach to starting conversations with people who are coming into your world, right? You're making content, you're giving away free guides, and you're kind of introducing yourself with your hands open, as in, hey, I have value, I wanna give you value for free. I'm not expecting any credit card or purchases from you. That's the first part. So kind of where we're picking up in this video is you have reached out to them once through whatever platform you use, just saying, hey, thanks for following me. You've reached out to them a second time, weeks, months down the road, doesn't really matter, to say, hey, thanks for checking out my content. I saw that you watched my post. I hope it provided value to you. And by this time, they've probably said something to you. Hey, yeah, my back hurts. In my specific audience, I work with people who have chronic back pain, but whatever your audience is, they might reply with, yeah, I'm here to check out content on this specific topic. Awesome, you've come to the right place. Standoffish. That's the first and second conversation piece that you guys have had by this time. Now, where we're gonna pick up with this LGC script, my long game conversation script, is on the third time that you've reached out to this person. So what you're gonna do is you may see them pop up, their profile, their image, their comment, their like, whatever they do, and you're gonna see their name, and like a routine, you're gonna go through these people and you're gonna click on his name, and you're gonna see that you've reached out to him a couple of times. This is where this script picks up. Now, I'd like to start this third reach out with, hey, Tyler, how's this specific problem been going for you? Whether it be back pain or losing weight or whatever your goal is, how has it been going for you? Question mark. Usually, if you've had some kind of general standoffish conversation, they're gonna say, oh, I'm doing good, or man, it's bad. I'm kind of trying a few things here. I've done that. Nothing seems to be helping. Your content's awesome, but I still seem to be struggling with specific problem. This is where you'll come in and say, hey, that sucks. Sorry to hear that you're having that specific problem. Sorry to hear that you've done X, Y, and Z and you're still not getting the results that you want. Hey, you mind if I actually ask you a few questions? Question mark. This is gonna give you the opportunity to say, hey, I'm not gonna force anything down your throat. I want you to actually give me permission to share something with you that's gonna give you some value. And odds are they're gonna reply with, you're sure, like why not? Shoot. Give me the questions. This is where you go into what I call the discovery phase. Now, in the LGC download, which you can go to thewillrichards.com/LGC script, that's gonna actually map out the specific things that I'm talking about today, word for word, giving you text examples that you can swipe and put into your own business. So make sure you go grab that free text script. Go to thewillrichards.com/LGC script, and it's yours for free. Now, the discovery phase is all about asking questions about where they're at. Typically, if you were on a sales call, you'd be saying, hey, so like, what's the problem? What are you going through right now? And they're gonna say, oh, you know, I got this thing, I got my back's hurting, I've had surgery, I've had injections, I'm stretching, I'm doing the exercises, I can't seem to get rid of my pain. Oh man, so what have you tried? And you're digging into their story. You're finding out about their pain points. You're getting them to talk through messaging about where they're at and the quote unquote hell that they're in at the time. Once they've given you some information, you want to acknowledge that you understand where they're at. So you're saying, hey, Tyler, man, thanks for sharing that. I totally understand where you're at. Let me know if this seems like it fits your situation. And what I like to do at this point is to kind of regurgitate the main high-level key problems that they might be facing. So you're struggling post-surgery with getting getting back into exercise. You have a lot of fear around movement, around doing things naturally or holistically. You want to get back into strength, but it seems like everything you do leads to more pain. And where you're at now, you're just really kind of struggling to understand what is safe, what is not safe, is this good pain, bad pain? And no matter what you do, whether it's through my content or this content, you still seem to feel stuck. Does that sound like it's kind of where you're at? And I'll say all of this through message. I'll say it through texting. If I can get this person's personal cell phone number, I will voice message this to them. It's all a script. It's all acknowledging that I understand where they're at and I truly have been listening to the problem that they are having. Now at this point, they will personally reply with, yeah, I mean, that's exactly where I'm at. And this is where you want to say, hey, I know where you're at. It's okay. It's not your fault though. You've just been given the wrong information. And this is where I'll kind of share a little bit of maybe someone's story or my own personal story if it relates to their story or a client's story specifically, but not just their pain story, how they overcame it through very specific steps that they can take. Once I've gone through the process of sharing something similar, so it's not just, oh yeah, you're in pain, sorry to hear that, bud. By the way, I can help you. You wanna buy my product? You're not doing that. You're sharing a similar story. You're recognizing that where they're at is painful, but saying, hey, guess what? You're not alone. There's so many people, including myself, who went through your specific problem and actually got results at the end by doing something specific. This, at this point in the conversation, is where I will typically start to ask, so like, what are you doing right now? Have you ever thought about maybe working with someone? Do you think you're at a point where you might need more one-on-one help? Lots of different ways of saying that. Again, you can grab the LGC script, go to therealrichards.com/LGC script. It's yours for free. You can model a lot of different things off of that. But at this point, I'm asking them if they have considered or thought about doing any kind of one-on-one coaching environment. Now, at this point, they're going to respond with, no, I haven't done that, or yeah, I worked with a coach. It was garbage. It was junk. It didn't work. This is why I'm in where I'm at now. It was the worst advice ever. They're going to give you some information regarding their experience working with that coach. Now, there's two pathways that you're going to take with this script at that time. If they have said, no, I've never worked with anybody one-on-one, but yeah, like I am looking to get maybe some help. This is where you can segue into talking about some kind of discovery or strategy call that you offer. You're not asking them to buy something. If you have a high ticket coaching program, this is where you will introduce saying, hey, well, I do free discovery calls with people who are in X position with X problem to see if my specific method of results will work for them. Now, I can't guarantee that my specific method will work for you until I actually hear more about your specific situation. Would you be down to jump on a quick 30-minute call to see if what I do can help you? Question mark. They're gonna respond and you respond accordingly to what they say. Now, the second path is they're gonna reply with, yeah, like I've done coaching, right? It's very rare, but I've done coaching, it's not gonna work or it hasn't worked, I got bad results, yada, yada, yada. Now you're gonna start poking holes in what they were missing from that coaching program. Was it accountability? Was it a clear path? Was it just motivation? They didn't think it was gonna work. There's lots of reasons why people pay for coaches and the coaches don't actually work for them. Could be a terrible coach. You wanna poke holes in that, but then re-loop them back around to saying, hey, I don't know if I can help you, but a quick way of discovering whether or not I can help you is to jump on a call. Would you be down to have a very simple live conversation to see if what I do can actually help? And I'm texting this out. And what's really cool is you can work this entire script into a notes app on your phone. So I have this written out and I will change it, but I'm copying and pasting it through conversation, through email, depends on the environment where this script actually works the best. But either way, I have it pre-written and I can add it, paste it, and change some of the context to fit the conversation that I'm having. But essentially, I'm talking and working with a very specific person with a very specific problem. That's the messaging and my ideal audience coming through my marketing efforts, right? I've got to be doing that really, really well. So if you're not doing that well, you got to fix that problem. You got to make sure that the people who you're attracting are a very specific person. They have a specific problem that you can actually solve. Now, aside from the script that you can, again, download at therealrichards.com/LGC script, if you're not sure if your business is even set up to be successful, to make 1,000, 10,000, or 25,000, I've got a free guide. You can go to therealrichards.com/7day. It's my 730 fitness business formula. I'm gonna give you the 7 most important things your online fitness business needs to have to be successful. Show you exactly how to set these things up and execute them to have in place, so that all you have to do is dump leads into this system and it will print money. On top of that, I know you're busy and you probably don't have much time to work on a side business, considering you're probably working full-time or your online business is not your full-time job yet, maybe so. But if you're trying to condense the most important things, I give you a 30-minute window. So all you need is 30 minutes to focus on each and every one of these things to grow them to a point where they are successful and they are automated in your business so they can make money for you. Go to therealrichards.com/7day to grab that 730 fitness business formula. Now remember, your long game messaging script will be different than mine. You have a unique problem. You have a unique audience. They have specific triggers that will make them really marinate in their pain. You have specific triggers that will open their eyes to a new way of thinking about their specific problem. That is your job to cultivate that and to understand these elements from a marketing and ideal client attraction perspective. You gotta be working on that, right? You gotta know that. But if you have that locked in and you're like, I just don't know what to say at when and what's the most important things. I don't wanna talk about their dogs. I don't wanna talk about our love for cats. I don't like doing that stuff. I'd rather get to the point and help people. And if they don't want my help, that's fine. Check out my free content. Have an awesome day. That's kind of how I approach business and reaching out to people, especially when you're trying to do this to the masses. You cannot remember everyone's dog's name. You cannot remember this person likes mountain biking, this person likes fishing, this person likes sewing. You're gonna drive yourself crazy trying to be super conversational and friendly because they're gonna sniff it out. They're gonna know that you're trying to dig into their life just so that you can sell them something. Long game conversations. Don't try to pack time into one day and expect someone to open up and start conversating with you. Take the time to have these 3 major touch points. Once you've gotten to this 3rd touch point, you are free to engage. You can conversate, you can bring questions up, but ask for permission. Again, if you want this free script, you can download it, build it out for yourself, keep it wherever you're at, and use it to make money. Use it to convert people into sold products. You can go to therealrichards.com/LGC script, and it is yours for free. Thanks for watching. God bless, and I will see you on the next episode.